This morning's downpour forced the Prime Minister's State of the Nation address to be moved indoors to the UB Gymnasium. But even with the location change, there was no lack of the usual pomp and circumstance of a state event. The PM's cabinet ministers, the ministers of state, and the CEOs were dutifully lined up below the stage, seeming almost to applaud in advance. The event started with Briseño's entrance alongside his wife, followed by his inspection of the Guard of Honor. Then, for a dash of patriotism, to coincide with Bliz's upcoming birthday, 44 persons were naturalized at the event. They hail from countries like El Salvador, Honduras, the UK, Bangladesh, Mexico, and more. They read the oath of allegiance in front of the crowd and sang the national anthem for the first time as Belizeans, while the flag was being raised. Following that, the PM gave his speech where he highlighted the economic growth in the IMF's 2024 report card and reiterated their promise for a $6 minimum wage.
So high have we soared that for the third year running, the IMF's report card could hardly have been more positive. 2024 growth stood at 8.1%, with the first half of the year projected for further expansion. For the first time in living memory, employment has surged to over 95%, with widespread reports of worker shortages in the private sector. Employers looking for workers and not workers looking for a job. How unusual is that? Hourly wage earners can soon expect another raise to $6 for the minimum wage from an administration that made good in our first term on the $5 per hour pledge. When that $6 per hour floor is established, this government would be the first ever to almost double the guaranteed income of those whose wages are paid at hourly wages.
But the PM also lamented the growing concerns in the agriculture sector.
The fusarium disease cut this last sugarcane season's production by 15.47% and sugar by 23.9%, while financial revenues is estimated to fall between 35 to 40%. At the next crop is expected to fall by another 15 to 20% in sugarcane production. Yet, the farmers, the millers, and government are undeterred. The sugarcane industry, so vital to the North, will defeat fusarium with a collaborative plan that is well underway.
Then, on a brief down note, Briseño also made mention of the Joseph Budna cloud currently hanging over their heads.
With regard to this recent controversy surrounding citizen Joseph Budna and his alleged abduction and reappearance in Guatemalan custody, I wish to reiterate that this government did not and would never sanction an extrajudicial extradition of any Belizean, no matter their station. The law of the land applies to every citizen alike, without prejudice. Wherever the police investigation leads into that matter, justice will be applied and justice will prevail.
PM Briseño ended his speech with promises of more for the energy sector, particularly 5 new solar plant projects, one of which has already signed a power purchase agreement. Courtney Menzies, 7 News.